Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. It is this, I think it's for Friday. Got a new lesson for you, new chapter 11. We're going to jump over to chapter 11 because I think it's something you really need in order to be ready for Algebra 1. So here we go. We want to take a look at what we call square roots. Let's remember what a square root is. We know if we look at our lesson opener here, that if we evaluate, we'll say 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is, of course, 9. And notice, though, you're multiplying 3 times itself to give you 9. That's going to be important in our next lesson. All right, now let's look at the next one. 3 plus 4 squared. Notice the quantity is squared. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 squared is 49. What happens when you make them separately? Look at that. 3 squared is 9, plus 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. So notice the difference, how the parentheses makes a difference there. All right, now next number 4. 3/4 times 3/4. Again, you're just going to say 3/4 squared is 3/4 times 3/4, which would be 9/16. Now notice, however, that doesn't change anything on the next one. 3 squared over 4 squared is 9/16 as well. Now notice, again, let's go back to number 1. 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9. So today we're going to add in a new idea. Not really new, but it'll help. That's called the square root. The square root of a number of x is a number whose product, when multiplied by itself, is x. Now that's all gobbledygook and confusing, but let's simplify that. Before we do that, we're going to look at what's called the principal square root. In other words, what is the main square root? It would be like 3 times 3 is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. All right. 5 times 5 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. So that's the principal square root. Notice the notation. Looks kind of like a division sign with a little tail added to it. Okay. This indicates a positive square root, also called the principal square root. And the reason why we can distinguish those, we can say -3 times -3 is 9. So the square root of 9 could be +3 or it could be -3. So that's why we call the positive one the principal square root. This is called the radical sign. You're familiar with that before. Now let's go what's under the radical sign. That's the radicand. The number contained inside the radical sign is the radicand. Find the following square roots. Okay, what's the square root of 25? Or would you multiply twice to get 25? And you know the answer, of course, is 5. Now let's look at letter B. Notice that the 49 is under the radical, and we're asking for the negative square root. So in letter A, we asked for the principal square root, the positive square root. Square root of 49, however, is -7 because of the negative sign on the outside is asking you for the negative square root of 49. Now, remember this. A radical sign, the radicand can never, ever be negative. If the sign underneath the radicand is negative, then your answer is no real solution or no answer. There's no solution for that, okay? It is not possible. Okay, let's simplify the following. If the answer exists, then we're going to say not real, which is the same thing what I just said, okay? We know square root of 25 is 25. Square root of 36. Oh, sorry, jumped over wrong one. Notice the square root of 4, negative underneath, not possible. Look at 36, so not real for number 2. Number 3, square root of 36, 6. All right, negative square root of 64. -8, possible, because the negative is on the outside of the radicand. Negative square root of 100, is that possible? No, you can never have a negative under the radical. But look at number 6. What do you think? -10, you are correct. All right, that was pretty simple. That's our lesson for today. I do have an assignment for you. I'll give it to you in Google Classroom. I hope you have a really great weekend. I love you and miss you. Talk to you later. Bye.